The course 8421, an advanced course in atomic and optical physics, has a long tradition here at MIT. For many years, this is the course which educates our graduate students to do the research, but it's also open to other students who are interested in the subject area. So we decided that in the fall of 2015, we would offer it as a MOOC. It was actually the first time a graduate course in atomic physics has been offered online. Having the students watch the video lectures completely changed the dynamics in the classroom, because I felt I no longer had to teach the material. I could meet with the students and discuss the material. So I was actually adding new elements. I didn't try to put more material into the course, which would be a dangerous temptation. I rather used what was presented in the videos and had an in-depth discussion. So I tried to pick key components of the video lecture and really explain them deeply. And I should say I was really surprised how well that went. Some of the elements of atomic physics is simple quantum mechanics. And I really explained what is inside those equations, what is behind those equations. So for me, I have to say, the residential course with the online material was for me a transformative experience as a teacher. And I'm saying it not lightly. I've been at MIT and I've been teaching at MIT in general and also the atomic physics course for 20 years, more than 20 years. And to now make an experience which I regard as transformative, it changed how I feel as a teacher, how I feel as an MIT professor. This is really a big thing. The experience of the flipped classroom, which means I use online lectures, but then use the classroom time for discussions, has changed my experience in a number of ways. One is I've never ever had a class which was so interactive. I got a lot of questions during class time and additional questions after class. And this tells me that the students are thinking through the material in class. They try to follow it, or in other words, I make them think. I induce them to think about the material and not just take notes and pretty much learn by getting used to it. They really want to understand the material. And also the students ask me advanced questions. They want to go beyond it. They want to realize what does it mean, maybe in other areas of physics or for their research and such. So the engagement of the students was for me unprecedented. Another aspect which was different for me is how I felt in the classroom, because I'm standing in front of the class and everything is fair game. The students can ask me questions and I have to respond. I sometimes felt really put on the spot by the students, but that means the students can observe a working physicist, a physicist in action. And I was sometimes even joking about it. Oh, you put me on the spot. I've never thought about it, but now you see how I try to explain it or how I try to make analogies. And often I was successful, sometimes I wasn't, and then I reiterate it. But it really conveys to the student a lot about my personality as a researcher. So I think to show yourself as a working physicist requires this more open sessions of asking questions, of following the questions. Sometimes I was just improvising in the classroom, following what students asked me. And I think that's valuable for the students. But I also felt, hey, I'm in the classroom. Everything I've learned in physics, every experience I've had in the last 20 years, now I need it, because I'm in this open session where people challenge me. The digital technology for teaching is also helping our Center for Ultra-Cold Atoms in its outreach. The Center for Ultra-Cold Atoms is a physics frontier center funded by the National Science Foundation, and as such we have high visibility within the American physical community, but also worldwide. And our mission is to do excellent research, but our mission is also to connect to the scientific community. And one way how we do outreach now to the scientific community is by providing an online course in atomic physics and presenting digital elements for teaching atomic physics. If somebody wants to develop a MOOC, I would suggest to be prepared and develop it in stages. For me, I started just having lectures videotaped. The intention was to have them on OCW, but when we then developed the MOOC, we already had the video lectures, and that was the first step. So I have to say, with technology, I've introduced technology, but also realized some of the limitation. And for me, the challenge is now how to balance the two. I think video lectures, segmented video lectures, online concept questions, online problems are wonderful elements, and they should be integrated into the classroom, but really balanced with the personal face-to-face and interactive experience.